Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the final segment of the final episode of our 6th series of Today's Seniors Living Well. This series has been entitled Today, Aging Shouldn't Be a Puzzle, and we've been trying to piece together some of the puzzling things about getting older for us baby boomers and also for the people who have lived a long time and are still kind of trying to sort out the new challenges that they're facing in their life. And I am so tickled with my final guest because we have a story together. This is Dorothy Benker. Dorothy, welcome to the TV show.
Thank you.
Why don't you tell people how we met originally?
Well, we met in Los Gatos, California in, believe it was 1970.
That's correct.
And I had worked in many, many fields. I was an executive secretary, but I went to work for the Good Samaritan Hospital, and they had a psychiatric unit, and Dr. Dittmer, I was his secretary, had my own office. And who did I meet but Laurie Webb at the Good Samaritan Hospital.
Right. That was my first job out of nursing school.
That's right.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago.
Yes.
So, and then who shows up here in Amador County but Dorothy Benker? And you had to remind me how we knew each other.
Yes, I did. I saw you many different times. I retired. My late husband and I were married for 53 years, the love of my life, and we had a wonderful life and lived, retired from Los Gatos in 1979 and built a home up in Rab Park and then eventually another home in Mesa Meadow. And so then anyway, before we retired, both of us always wanted to learn to be pilots. And so at age 53, I was working full-time, and so was my husband. He was an engineering manager for Pacific Telephone. And so we both obtained our pilot's license at age 53. I'd go home and fall asleep over the FAAs. But what a wonderful, wonderful time then we had in retirement. We flew out of Westover, and I was very active in many, many things in the county and the airport for 6 years. And started the 99s, which is an international organization of women pilots.
Women pilots.
Yes.
Right.
And and I've participated in 2 all-women's air races as a co-pilot with a gal who's 25 years younger than myself. And then she and I was her mission assistant with Angel Flight. And Angel Flight, we flew deaf children to summer camp, and if you don't think that isn't something special, we would, and then we flew, burn victims. They had to be 15. We picked them up from all over, brought them into this Stockton airport, and they had rehab at a ski rehab up out of Sonora. And these boys were so excited to go to ski rehab for burn victims. Yeah. And then we would take people with all kinds of medical problems, either to or from their care. And I was trying to get that to happen here in the county, and had a great big meeting at the hospital years ago, but it didn't, it just didn't...
couldn't get the momentum.
No.
There's so many things going on in this county, sometimes it's hard to get, new things started.
Yes. Yeah. But I'm 92.
Do you hear that? She's 92, okay? And you guys did not see her walk. I mean, she walks better than I do. So.
And And there's so many wonderful things in this county for people my age. I go to exercise class. I've always walked a couple of miles a day up country, and it's not flat. It's all up and down.
Are you still up at Mesa Meadows?
No.
No.
Then I lost my husband. I was widowed up there for 13 years. And then I wasn't looking for anyone, but a very dear friend introduced me, and I was a companion for 5.5 years. And then he had cancer throughout his whole body, and I just lost him about a year and a half ago, 2 years.
Oh my.
And so I found had to make another change, but to me, life is a beautiful gift, and no one's life is all sunshine, but you learn to deal with it, and I think I've found it to just be every day's a beautiful day. I've had a beautiful life, and I'm still.
And you're still really engaged in life.
And I have a wonderful family.
That's good.
They followed us up. I have a daughter and a son-in-law, and I have a son who's up country, and what I do is I go to exercise class, and there's something new at the senior center that I want seniors to know about.
Okay.
And I haven't told you this, but I'm a little sick of cooking after all these years, and although I have a beautiful kitchen and a lovely apartment, and the gardens are gorgeous, I've been going over to the senior center, and Monday through Thursday they serve they have a wonderful salad bar, and they serve a hot meal, and their food is excellent. And so I go over and have that hot meal, and it's a place also. The volunteers there are wonderful. They're just all so friendly, and the staff in the kitchen is great. And so there are other seniors there. So if people are lonely, I think a lot of older people get lonely and just disassociate themselves with life.
Right, they just stay home.
Yeah, that's no fun at all.
Yeah.
I just went to the airport Sunday to see all the young people.
The free rides.
And I didn't go there, but a dear pilot friend of mine took me up, so there I went. So I'm talking too much. Huh?
No. We want you to talk more. First of all, so you go to exercise 3 days a week or twice a week?
I'm doing well to do once a week.
Oh, okay.
And
you're doing well. I can't argue with that.
And she has us. I don't go to the senior center for that, but it is a senior thing. It's held at the New York.
So that's the Foothill Fitness classes.
Yes,
and Lois is the
Lois Moline has been doing this volunteer for 6 years. See, there's so many things you can do in this county. I've done lots of them in the past for the fire department, for all the airport, and I know lots of people, and life is a beautiful gift.
You're really still very, very engaged. Now, when you started going to the senior center for lunch, did you find that people were welcoming? And I mean, a lot of people don't want to come because they're afraid they're not going to meet somebody, but you seem to just like blend right in there.
Well, and I do that. If I see someone that sits there all by themselves, I go over and I say, and I throw a smile out. It helps everybody.
You're one of our little friendship hostesses there. That's really great.
And the staff is very, very nice to everybody that goes there. So I would encourage people that are alone, if you can't go by yourself, get someone to go with you. And just go, and it just gets you out of the house.
And look for Dorothy, because she'll be there. And
say hello to me.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah. Well, it's come to the end, and I don't know if I can get Virginia to get herself in here, but my producer, Virginia, Manor. You know Virginia, but Dorothy?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Hi, Dorothy.
Hi.
This, Virginia and I have been putting these shows together for quite a few years.
Well, yes. Let's see, this is sixth
The
series.
sixth
We do
series.
them twice a year.
So 3 years.
3 years
Yeah.
now.
And this has been one of the most fun because we've had people like you in their 9th decade who are still very engaged and active.
It's
And so
inspiring.
it
It's
is.
so inspiring.
It
It just
is.
brings a
It's
tear to your
amazing.
eye.
Thank you.
We're just, I mean, there's so many incredible people in our county, and we get to meet you.
That's right.
Thank
And
you.
we're going to do it again, right?
In the fall.
In the fall.
It'll probably be about, being fall safe.
Oh,
And,
okay.
whether you're driving or you're at home. So,
Right.
yes,
And
it's very
You
exciting.
still drive, right?
Oh, yes, I do. My son-in-law and I have a neat arrangement. He goes for a ride with me, a long ride. I don't drive freeways, haven't
Right,
for a long
right.
time. But he checks me out because sometimes you lose things when you're older and you don't know it. And we have this agreement because it isn't just me. There are other people that you could involve and you don't want to do that. So
So-
I'm playing it safe, and I go to the all the things at the senior center.
The smart driving.
Yes,
thing?
and-
Yeah.
And there is also a great bus service that when people can't drive any longer, they
I'm
can
gonna
take to
use
the
it.
senior center. Yes.
See, she's very adaptable.
Well, and
So-
that's about life,
That's
isn't
how-
it?
yes, it
Changing
is.
and changing
Yes.
successfully. So we're just so happy that our viewers have responded and
Yes.
really do watch this program. It's been great, huh,
It
Laurie?
has. We've had a great time. So we're going to close, and until next fall, I'm Laurie Webb,
I'm Virginia Manor.
and this is our good friend Dorothy Benker saying
Yes.
goodbye.
Goodbye.
Don't
and
be
see you in the
puzzled by
fall.
life.
Get active.
Bye.
Enjoy.
Thanks for watching TSPN's Today's Seniors Living Well with your host, Laurie Webb.